Hey
You
everybody,
always forget stuff.
welcome back to Final Fantasy 9 and I forgot my phone charger. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. I'm gonna have one of these. No. No. Yes. Where did you get these?
I bought them on like Halloween.
Are they any good?
Yeah. Suckers don't go bad. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to stop soon because my phone's at 15%. So, once it gets to 10%, we'll have to stop. Well, actually, I can just start recording with my computer, so. What?
Yeah, gift all pickles. Steiner really likes them.
Are these people idiots? Are these guards?
Yeah.
Well, they are idiots. Oh, there's probably pickles in them, that's why it smells like that.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of pickles, and inside the pickles is garnet, I think.
It was a good disguise to... You know, it could almost fool you that castle wasn't a cropped on image in a JPEG. And actually a 3D model, but it's not. If people want to know, I was doing the whole cherry licking thing from JoJo. He hates it so much, I don't know why.
Jobless Jeff.
Why'd you give Jeff a job? It was called Altair. Is that the name of the assassin?
No, you're thinking Altair.
That's the same. That's how they spell it.
Yeah, but there's an accent mark above the A or I that makes it pronounced different.
He was Italian, right?
No, you're thinking Ezio. Ezio was Italian. Altair was born in
Jerusalem?
Persia, I think.
I know you can go to Jerusalem and then.
Yeah, it's in that area. I think it's Persia.
How far do you think you're in this game right now? Probably not too far.
I mean, I don't even have all the characters yet, dude.
I know, but like in some games, like with Earthbound, poo is that you get poo towards the end of the game. So it's like once you hit in Earthbound, when you have 3 characters, you're at like 50% of the game. Once you get to like Saturn Valley or something. I'm assuming you'll probably be getting those other 2 eventually soon. Sid?
Yep, he's the regent.
What do you mean? The king?
Sure.
No, but what's a regent?
I don't really know. It's just a title of power.
See, every time I see Sid, it's hard for me to imagine him anything but a mechanic or a clerk.
We already had this conversation.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's weird to see him like that because I've never played any other game besides the ones where he's just a mechanic or a clerk. I forget, the one from Kingdom Hearts is 7, right?
Yeah. I believe you can get him in your party too as a player. Yeah.
Was there a Sid in 14? Is there a Sid in 14?
Yep. You already asked that. I already told you. He's a airship mechanic.
I don't know, okay? I don't remember.
I literally told you that yesterday, I think.
No, you didn't.
When we were playing this.
That was
I'm
last.
pretty sure.
It might have been last weekend then, because we were playing this too. Also, Justin, I wouldn't talk, Mister. I think Mars is the third planet from the sun, or second planet from the sun, and I told you that 3 times, and you forgot each time. At least you didn't forget now.
Bye.
Do you have to?
Yeah.
Can't you tell him you're just one of the trusted guards? Stop right there, criminal scum. Oh, he doesn't like the smell, does he?
Yeah.
What idiot. They don't know that she's in there, do they? That'd be like if we were sneaking somebody and Ron was with us, to be like, yeah, he just took a huge dump in there. You don't want to smell. And either that or I just fart and it smells. What would your super be in an RPG, Justin?
I don't know.
What class would you be in
Probably
Final
killing
Fantasy?
myself.
Oh yeah, that's a nice move. You kill yourself and then it causes the other person to join you.
The ultimate shadow clone. The ultimate shadow
Who's that?
possession jutsu.
That's actually-
You kill yourself.
Actually, I think there was a plan for them to do that in Naruto one time, where they were just gonna sacrifice themselves to kill the enemy.
I think it was against pain.
Yeah, it was the main target, and they were gonna. I think it was Shikamaru, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, wasn't it his dad that died to pain?
A lot of people died to pain.
Yeah, I think his dad died to pain, and I think he was gonna use his his shadow possession jutsu to cause him to kill himself, which would also cause Pain to stab himself as well, and they both die. But Pain escaped it, and he ended up killing himself instead. There was something like that, because I know someone tried to do that in the episode and ended up killing themselves, but the enemy got away. But no, what class would you be? Not based off 14, but
Based off of all Final Fantasy classes,
yeah.
probably Red Mage.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a dragoon or a thief or a warrior?
Well, either a thief or a Red Mage. Because Red Mages are like a jack of all trades.
I'd probably be a dragoon.
Using a lance.
I don't know.
I always see you as like a paladin or something.
I always pick fighters. Or warriors.
Me,
Huh?
I usually pick when in a game where I can pick the class. I usually pick like a thief or a more maneuverable, speedy class. But in Final Fantasy online games, I'd always pick red mage because it's the best one to solo with. And I'm not really good with parties myself.
Miss Grumple. I hate you so much. What a stupid name.
Hey, you leave Grumple alone. She's hot.
No, the rat girl's hot. Well, actually, she's hot too, but she's probably too young.
I think she's like Zidane's age.
Yeah. Zidane hits on every girl on every age. It's been proven that he hit on a rat girl who was 21.
Probably hit on a grandma. I don't know.
We hit on the queen.
No. Everyone knows the queen is ugly. They just don't say it or
They even
else
said
they'll
it
get
them-
executed.
Well, those two guards just said it themselves, saying it's hard to believe that that's the daughter.
Yeah. Alright, time to check out her stats.
You know who might hit on her? Dodoria from Dragon Ball Z. The pink guy, you know?
Yeah, I know who Dodoria is.
She looks like if someone mixed Android 19 with Dodoria.
Oh yeah, she still has the moonstone.
Did I ever tell you one time I was sucking a sucker, right? I had finished it and I was getting rid of getting all the stuff off it.
Mm-hmm.
I walked into a store like this because I was doing it, and someone said, "Hey, you're not allowed to be in here like that." I'm like, "Why? You're smoking?" Like, no. They thought they thought it was a cigarette. And ever since that, I pretend that it is when I walk into the store to see if I can get someone's attention. To see if they'll, like, so I can mess with them and say,
Oh,
yeah.
so she starts off knowing all these summonings, but not enough MP to use them. Wow.
Oh,
So we have Shiva, Ifrit, Atomos,
and Bahamut.
Odin, and Bahamut.
Can you get,
I believe you also learn Leviathan.
wasn't Odin that one, I remember in Final Fantasy 15 you used him when you were trying to verse what was that giant, like, it was in the demo, remember?
That's not Odin.
It was this old dude that struck the whole ground with lightning.
Yeah, that's not Odin. I don't remember who that is, but it's not
Odin strikes the ground with lightning.
You realize there are several upon several different
He looks
summonings that all have different.
Okay,
It's not Odin.
I'm looking it up.
Odin in Final Fantasy is usually represented with a horse and a person on a horse.
I'm looking it up.
It's not Odin. I think that's not Veil 4. What is it?
You're right, it isn't.
Told you.
Just like, because Odin is like, he's the god of thunder.
There are several summonings that use thunder in Final Fantasy.
Do you get Thor in here ever?
No.
That's weird.
Well, why would you get Thor when you get Odin?
Is he cool? I don't know. Do you get Loki?
I think so, actually, yeah. In one of the Final Fantasies, I think you do Loki.
Like, I feel like when I sit down, because I've farted here so much, the stink just goes.
Probably does. You not.
Well, they look good though.
Oh, no, they don't.
They look a lot better than they usually do. It's this one. Actually, that's kind of short than usual.
Yeah, see this horse there?
Yeah.
That's what Odin looks like in 13. Except with like white and pink because it's lightning summoning.
And why is it in this one, like, years before that game comes out?
Because that's not the first time he shows up.
Yeah, but is that but that design, you said he looks like that in 13.
Yeah, because his design, their designs usually stay the same. there's not major differences in their designs throughout the games.
What's the name of that one summoning in 10? It's that one guy that you get him after you beat someone. He's like all chained up and stuff.
And that's a female summoning. It's
Really?
not a male.
Really?
Hmm.
It doesn't look like a female.
It's a zombie, Grant. How can you tell what it looks like?
Is this stuff you're buying? Oh, no, you're selling. How do you still have all the, like, potion stuff on you?
'Cause I bought like 50 of everything, dude.
Yeah, but how does he have them? Or
Plot
is-
convenience, I don't know.
Yeah. I think you get Leviathan in 10, right?
No,
You don't?
no.
I know you have to fight Leviathan in 15. Like, you have to fight it as a boss. I think it's like the midway point of the game, actually. You don't actually get it as a summoning. As far as I know, it's a boss. I know in 7 you have to fight some of the summonings, don't you? Or was that 10?
Yeah. You fight summonings in a lot of games.
I know in 10 you fought some of them. I saw you do it. I think you fought Ifrit.
Yeah, you fight other summoners a few times, and then you do fight the summonings to get them, I believe.
You fight a lot of this. In 15, you don't really fight the summoners. You fight the actual summonings, but they're like they're like 10 times the size that they would be
Because in
other
15 they're considered like gods or whatever.
Well, also in 15, it's open world, so they're able to do. There's a lot more room for them to put a huge enemy in there.
In Final Fantasy 1, I don't remember what summonings there were, but every Final Fantasy has summonings in them. Even Tactics, I believe, has.
You said you hated Tactics because of the rules that they put in, and if you break them, something.
No,
happens.
that's one of the newer Tactics. That's called Tactics A2 or something like that.
Advanced too.
Yeah. Tactics Advanced. Yeah, the Tactics Advanced ones have that rule breaking system, and Tactics and the normal Tactics they don't.
If you break the rules, what happens? Or usually
Nothing really.
What's the like worst penalty?
When you break the rules, you get a penalty.
Is it like a 3-strike system?
I don't remember. I haven't played it in a long time.
Because I remember when you played it, I remember you giving up because the penalty things were really annoying. And I think it does like a Fire Emblem thing where if your character dies, it's
You
gone.
have a chance to bring them back, but if you don't bring them back in time, they're gone forever.
Yeah.
Whereas in Fire Emblem, once they die, they're gone forever. Unless you change that. But in the old ones, you couldn't change that.
Yeah, I usually change it because I would lose everybody. But I'm not getting the new Fire Emblem game coming out in It's coming out in July. I'm not gonna get it. It's not interesting to me. I don't like Fire Emblem. Warriors I liked because it's a hack and slash. I don't like the type of style that Fire Emblem is. It's too boring.
I like strategy games.
You like Pikmin then, right? That's a strategy game in some way.
Yeah, I like Pikmin, but to me that's more adventure than strategy.
Well, it's considered a strategy game by pretty much everybody. All the major companies that sell.
I'm talking like strategy RPG, like tactics.
I wonder if
Tactics
you know what'd be nice is a Legend of Zelda RPG game because they haven't done one. They did a Mario RPG. Why not do a Zelda one? I mean,
Breath of the Wild was pretty close to a RPG. All they needed was a skill system
And a
and a leveling system,
Yeah.
and then it would have been pretty much exactly like
Yes.
Skyrim.
Yeah. Well, it didn't have as many mini quests as Skyrim did.
No, I mean
It's-
it has a lot.
Well,
but not
it's
as much.
Breath of the Wild's map, like that you can run, is bigger than Skyrim.
Yeah.
They did a comparison. It's bigger than Skyrim and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess combined.
Yeah, it is a pretty big map.
I think it took me like an entire day just to scope the entire, well, not entire day, but like it took me like hours to scope out the entire map. So that way, once I started recording, because like I did it for like, I think for 25 episodes or not 25, yeah, I think it was 25 episodes. I'm just looking around, doing the normal thing, the story, and then I realized, why, I'm just going to open up the map. So that way I can just travel to certain points where I need to go to instead of having to just walk all the way there and waste an entire episode of just running.
Yeah, in Skyrim you can like do that with horses and whatnot, but
You have to find the place first. Well, like a fast travel. I mean, like
Skyrim's fast travel is useful, but once you get later in the game, the loading time takes forever.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
And sometimes it'll just freeze.
Breath of the Wild is actually really quick.
Yeah.
I know that they're going to be doing a second one. They said the next main Zelda game that they're releasing.
It's gonna follow up with Breath of the Wild.
It's going to have the same style.
Oh, same style.
Yeah. Cool. And the thing is, I feel like it'll be bigger because the one that they originally made it for the Wii U, which is weaker than the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So now that they're going to be, the next one's going to be exclusively for that probably, or whatever their next system will be. It'll
probably be for the Switch, I feel.
You think the Switch will be around in another 5 years? I mean, it's doing really well, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think
it'll take them 5 years to come out with the next Zelda game.
It took them 5 years to make this Zelda game. Then
yeah,
again,
they were doing something new. Now they know how to do it.
And they were porting it over to another console. I think the thing is though, Nintendo realizes that they can't go back to just a handheld and home console. They're probably going to stick with the hybrid thing from now on because it makes them more money.
And they'll probably just do both types of games on it.
I think they'll do is they'll do what Sony did, but instead of just making it an upgrade, it'll be a new console.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like Switch 2, or just like instead of like the DS, they have the 3DS. It'll be like the Switch whatever or something like that. And it'll just be a more powerful Switch, and it'll be backwards compatible with all Switch cartridges from the first one, which pretty much means you have an entire library still. That's the good thing about having a portable console and it being backwards compatible with the previous one, is that pretty much means you can take time developing games, because people are going to, anybody who didn't get the previous console and gets the new one, they have an entire library of the previous one that they can just buy and play on it. Speaking of which, I gotta end the episode.